My name is Brendan Knox. I'm a singer-songwriter, and this is me. Look at that song annoys me.
I love that song.
Really? I think I've just heard it too much. That's probably.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Just kind of like, what made you want to get into this?
Yes. Well, originally, I'm a theater kid. I'm a kid in theater. I don't like saying theater kid. That. Out where they all live unaware what I'd give, what I'd do, just to live one day out auditions for like Bye Bye Birdie by our like local like youth theater place, and so I went and I tried for that, and I was Randolph McAfee in Bye Bye Birdie, and then I ended up quitting baseball, and then I just started doing theater, and as I got older, I was just really interested in music itself, because I don't know, I just think it's cool how like what music can do to people, and cool how almost, and this applies to musicals but also pop in general, but like mainly with like theater and stuff, how like us as an audience can just watch people acting, and then a character just breaks into song, and like you don't even realize it, like it's just like it happens. And when you look at it from like the outside view of it, and you're like, these people are singing, but like they're singing to each other in an argument or something, but like when you're watching it, it's just so like beautiful, and it's art, and you're like watching it and you're loving it, and the words make sense. Connection in an isolating age. For once the shadows give way to light. For once I didn't disengage. Angel, I hear you, I see it, I see you, I hear it, I hear you, I hear it, my song. How that she one song glory. I taught myself guitar, so I'm not very like chord-wise, musically trained in that type of way, which is why a lot of my songs are just like simple chord progressions, but I love lyrics, and I think having good lyrics can either make or break your song. I think it's a very crucial reason to why people listen to the music that they want to listen to, because I think that it also, like, you can make a happy song like sad and happy at the same time based on like your lyrics. Like I think it's so almost like I don't even, it's so like particular about like what lyric you put where, and I think it's so cool to like listen to someone's song over and over again and like pick up on these little lyrics that like you never did before.
Do you think mom has something to do with your writing?
Mom definitely has something to do with my writing, 100%. We took her playwriting class when we were I don't even know how old, 7, 8, or something like that. We'd go to her playwriting class. She's literally my creative writing teacher at OSHA right now. Like,
you guys have a good one. I
love writing. I've always been more into that than my sister has, and I like writing of all kinds. I really like writing like screenplays and stuff like that too. Like I do that.
What?
I like it. I love writing, and I think that's part of the reason why I like songwriting a lot too, because it's both my music but also my writing at the same time, and that's what I kind of like.
This song, your single, Lullaby.
Yes.
Tell me about that one. If like somebody was gonna listen to it, what would you want them to get from it?
Lullaby is very much almost, I don't like saying it's sad. That's like, I don't, because a lot of people listen to it and they're like, oh my god, it's so sad. Like I don't really think it's that sad. I think Lullaby is very much almost like a love letter in a way. That's how I always viewed it to be. Like when I was writing it in particular, it's very much a song to listen to. You can listen to it when you're sad, you can listen to it when you're happy, you can listen to it whenever. I think it's very much a feeling that a lot of people get, and I think it helps captivate that feeling really well, and I also think that it's like it's the letter. That's what I intended it to be, and I think that's the intent I got out with it, and I like that about it, and that's where I was going with the lyrics.
I listened to it. I was like streaming it. It was great. I love it.
Thank you so much. I love the acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too, is that like when you only have a guitar, and I don't have any fancy software or anything, so like when you only got your guitar and your voice, there's only so much you can do, but at the same time you can do whatever. That's like
before technology, that's how it was.
That's the other thing. It's so easy to like, and I love it so much. Like for me to just have music on Spotify and like have music on. I mean, I have my song. This is gonna sound like a plug. I'm not plugging it.
Just plug away. Go ahead.
I have my song. No, my songs are on like more platforms that I like. I don't even know these things exist. Like they're just on like such like random like this thing called I'm gonna get judged.
What? Go ahead.
Deezer. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, if any of you, if anyone has, I don't know what it is, but like I just got an email like yesterday, and it's like Lullaby's now live on Deezer. And I'm like, that's great. I don't know what Deezer is.
Okay, what gave you like the inspiration just to release it instead of just keeping?
I think, and this is what I tell to a lot of people who ask me like that same question. It's very much this industry and art itself is just a risk. Like no matter if you're a writer, if you're an actor, if you're a singer, you're gonna have to take like that jump in your life eventually where you just choose to do it. And I mean, like I could just sit in my room and write songs all day and just not do anything with it, but that's never gonna do anything. Like I'm not just gonna wait until I'm older either. That's the thing, because it gets harder. It's the truth. Like you have to get yourself out there, whether or not you want to, because I didn't really like. I mean, I'm releasing the song, and like, you don't know if people are gonna love it or hate it, but like, who cares? Like, you're gonna have that moment in your life, no matter what, where you have to choose to just like do it, and I think that's just part of it, where you have to get it out there, and you have to get people to listen to it, because you're gonna find your audience no matter what. Like, there's gonna be someone who likes it, and that's what you need when in this industry and growing up. So, and I always think it's better to start now than to start later, because it's rarer to have this now when you're younger and when you're in high school to build that up than it is when you're older, because then so many people are going to be doing it. And that's the thing.
Nice. Bravo.
Definitely have a bigger ego than my sister.
But where did it come from?
I don't know. Like
But not ego in a bad way.
No. It's
just
not.
the confidence.
I will always say that a healthy ego is like something every performer needs. Like you have to, and I think that's something that people misunderstand a lot, is that when we say to like have an ego, it doesn't mean that you have to go out bragging about yourself. Like you can know what you're good at. I mean, I know what I'm good at. Like I'm not gonna go and be an interpretive dancer. Like that's just not gonna happen, because I'm not good at that.
Not good at it yet. You could.
I could take classes.
Exactly.
I could be a ballerina. I could do it. But like it's just that thing where like someone who's been dancing ever since they were 5 years old. Like I'm not gonna be as good at them, obviously, because I haven't been doing that. And I think being around adults and being in the theater industry as a whole, and like just being around all these performers who have been doing it for so long and just like absorbing that energy, I think that's where it kind of came from. But I think it's so important, and I think it's like half of what can possibly separate me from anyone else. And I really like that, because I think it's so annoying to me when like someone who's so talented will like not release music or post about anything or like do anything. Like I feel like it's so crucial to have that confidence in order to be a performer, and people love watching people who are up on the stage and they'll mess up and they don't care. Like that's the other, like no one, if you don't care, they don't care, and I think that's something that no one gets.
You're driven. I like that.
I love it.
That's what I saw when you came for Tibble. I'm so thankful for Mason. Thank you, Mason. I love you, Mason.
I love you, Mason Ignacio. No one outmade Mason Ignacio.
Yes, no one. I love you too.
I'd die happy if I haven't been Dewey in School of Rock. I've said this so many times. Like I want to do it so bad. That is like number one. I have to do that when I'm older. I have to do it. There's so many other parts. I've been Shrek before already. I want to be Shrek again.
Okay.
I loved being Shrek. That was so much fun. Trying to think. I'd love to be in Les Mis. That would be fun. I love Les Mis
character?
music.
Which character?
I'd probably Valjean, if I'm going to be honest. Marius would be fun, but I don't think I'm as soft and sweet as a Marius needs to be. I think I'd want to be Valjean. That would be fun. There's so many. There's so many good parts. Spring Awakening would be fun. I don't care where it is. I don't care how popular I am. Just as long as I can thrive, have money, and be able to afford a life for myself, just anything music, I would love, whether that's releasing music like I am now or being in Broadway shows or anything. Music is just...
I'm excited for you because your career is going to take off like next like 2 months. Like I don't know, Brendan.
I honestly think the best advice I've gotten is also just the best advice I'd give out there. You got to be comfortable in your own skin. It's so important. And I mean, I already said this. I'm gonna be restating myself, but I will never give this up. Is that a confident performer can outsing the best singers on the planet. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are if you have a bad attitude about it. That's like, you can be the world's best performer and the worst person to work with, and you're never gonna get hired. Like, there's always somebody else who is doing the same thing as you, and if you can't respect that and be a good person about that, then you're never gonna go anywhere. And I also think that's crucial to performing in general, because people want to watch people who know that what they're capable of, but also like know their limits. And I think it's just very important to know who you are as a person and as a performer, as whatever it is you want to be. It's great to know your talents. It's great to know your weaknesses, and you got to be confident and you got to be comfortable. Having an ego is gonna get you far.
Boom.
Boom.
So good.
Woo!
Okay. Brendan, why are you laughing?
I would never.
I know.
That is not something I would do.
It's okay if you do sometimes. It's okay. Okay.
I walk in the rain alone as the tears from my eyes hide on my drenched clothes. I talk to the moon as I do, writing silly love songs about how I'm missing you. And I know we said we're done, but your smile's like the sun, unlike any ones that I've seen. And I know I should let you run free, but it's not that easy, knowing how you used to look at me. I won't ask you questions I don't want to know the answer to. I won't say I love you long after our time together